what's the point anymore? It's done, and so is my life. Well, guess I got these to read now. But then I have to wait for the 6th one. Hello, welcome to my Game of Thrones series review, I guess. I'm not a reviewer, I'm not a critic, I'm just some guy in his room doing reviews. But I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. I've been since after season 7 came out. I didn't start watching the show until after season 7 came out. So season 8 was my very first live season. I wanted to binge it all at once and wait for everything to come out, but wanted to avoid spoilers, and I do have my Game of Thrones season 8 episode 5 and 6 reactions coming out, but I wanted to get this out there to get my thoughts out there and express how I feel. So I watched the series finale last night with my friend Ellie and her family, and it was a lot of fun. We have been watching this season together so far, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. I actually got her into Game of Thrones, which was kind of exciting, and I think I did. And I am saying "and" a lot because I have a lot of thoughts, and I just want to connect everything, and I need to stop saying "and." But I'll just start from the beginning. So, I mainly want to make this a season 8 review because I love seasons 1 through 7. I'm not a critic, so I'm not going to be like, oh, well, the writing got really lazy towards the end, or everything got really slow towards the end. Really, they rushed it, actually, I should say. But, I just tend to take everything with a glass half full, or look at it as glass half full, and I really enjoyed the last season. I thought that the 3rd episode, the Battle of Winterfell Long Night episode, was very dark, but I kind of looked at it as, well, maybe it was dark on purpose. I mean, they know how to film episodes. We've seen it in the Battle of Bastards, Hardhome, Blackwater Bay. It was done purposely to give us the feeling that the characters were feeling of just like morbidness, darkness, winter, and I respected that, and it was a creative decision that I felt was a big risk. And did it pay off for them? No, but it worked for me, and I loved it. I really liked episode 5, was probably my favorite episode, which is one of the most controversial ones, but who cares? It's what I like. Overall, that episode was just, I called the Mad Queen since season 6, 7, when she was crucifying. I don't know when she was crucifying people, I don't remember, but way back then I called it, and obviously I binged it all at once, so it wasn't like I had years to be like, I'm telling you guys. It was just more like, okay, yeah, they're building up to this, so not really that big of a prediction to come true. I mean, I'm sure we all really predicted that, but yeah, just seeing those arcs coming up. The only complaint I have for the episode is that it was rushed. I mean, I knew the Mad Queen was going to happen, but I really wish they had spent another few episodes or even another season of Dany really coming to those terms with, okay, Cersei is, she's kind of a jerk. And she took Missandei from me, she took my dragon from me, and she took my rightful throne from me. And I wish if Dany had sat on the throne for a season after fully being the Mad Queen, I think that would have been a lot more entertaining to watch than just Jon kiss his aunt one last time and stab her in the gut. But but overall, I really like the season. I don't like rating things, but if I had to, I'd probably, for me, this is probably really generous, but I'd give it 7, high 7, maybe low 8 out of 10, which might be quixotic to all of you, and big fancy word of the day. But it's what worked for me. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I'm glad my boy Tyrion survived. I have Tyrion up there, but he's kind of like stuck on there because every time I move him, he falls. So now I'm really excited that it ended, which is kind of sad to say, but because I can now start reading these. And I got these for my birthday last year, and I've been waiting to read them after season 8 aired, which I now realize was pointless because my whole logic behind that was so I didn't get spoiled. Little did I know, they've not been following the books in season 5 or 4. But you know what? Can't change the... Oh my... Is that out of order? That is totally out of order. Game of Thrones should be over here. Clash of Clans. Yeah. Huh. Alright. That's how I feel about Game of Thrones right now. Really, clustered in my head. But, yeah, I know my thoughts are really jumbled and all over, and I don't go very in depth, and I'm not very fluent or coherent, and you know, that's just me, and I'm trying to get there. But also thank you for 32 subscribers. Almost as big as PewDiePie, and that's thanks to you guys. Thanks for putting up with my really cringy reactions, but you know what, like I said multiple times on this channel, you gotta start somewhere, and if you don't take that leap and, you know, go through that really awkward stage of YouTube, then you're never gonna get anywhere, and I'm gonna accept that, and I'm just gonna keep going, and if I get somewhere, I get somewhere, and if I don't, well, I enjoy doing these anyway, so whatever. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Oh, I really love when John finally pet good boy Ghost. I made a lot of jokes about Ghost ruling the Seven Kingdoms in my reaction, which you guys will see later. I really thought that was satisfying, and the look of disappointment on Jorman's face, on I can't remember his name. Oh no. Wildling dude, orange hair, Irish. Ugh, I am so sad right now. He's like one of my favorite characters too, and I can't even. I'm tired. Oh god. The look of disappointment on his face when John's arc wrapped up and he ends up in Castle Black. One last time, it was very or not one last time for the last time of the show, but it was very funny, but also very sad because John starts in Castle Black and ends in Castle Black, and he's done all this work to fix and help mend the Seven Kingdoms, and he's just thrown back because the Unsullied said he had to, which doesn't make sense because they just left to go to another island. So, okay, I guess that's okay. Daenerys' death and her walking up the wings, walking and Drogon's behind her, and she's walking up and Drogon flies up. That was a beautiful shot, and I loved it. Probably my favorite shot of the show, to be completely honest. I loved a lot of the imagery in the episode. I got Tyrion. I'm getting ahead of myself. Imagery with the walls of the Red Keep crumbling down on the image in the map of Westeros, in the map room or map lobby, whatever you call it, was kind of symbolic of, you know, everything in Westeros is falling apart. They don't have a queen at all. Both queens are dead. They don't have Seven Kingdoms anymore, because the North receded, because I really thought Sansa would end up on the throne, but guess not. But yeah, I thought that was very symbolic. But Tyrion looking through the rubble and finding his brother and sister was very sad. I teared up a little bit, and I really appreciated Peter Dinklage's acting in that this whole show. And I like acting myself, and so it's kind of really inspiring to see all these really harsh, dark, morbid scenes come to life. And on paper, it's like, all right, I can do this, but seeing it on television is completely different. Just understanding what goes through these characters and the actor's mind, it's very inspiring to me. But I can appreciate the work those actors do, and the work that they do to make these characters and not just caricatures. I also loved the way Arya's arc wrapped up, even though she never used her faceless men abilities, but I called it. I even said this in my reaction beforehand, that Arya in season 6. Like I said, I watched it all at once. About a year ago from around this time. I watched it all. Yeah, I've been waiting about a year since season 8, or for season 8. When Arya said, "What's west of Westeros?" and I was like, "Oh, that'd be cool." And sure enough, she sails west of Westeros. She becomes Arya Columbus. But those are all my thoughts on season 8. Except they killed J-Bear, as Angry Joe Show calls him, Jorah Mormont. Oh god, House Mormont's completely gone. That sucks. But a lot of character. Jaime's death was really sad. Cersei's death was really sad. I'm really sad to see the show end, but you know, all good things come to an end. Like I said with the other shows, smile that it happened, don't cry that it's over. I'm still messing up that saying. So thanks for watching my quick, really messy review of Game of Thrones series finale. yeah. I'm sorry it's messy, but you know, I'm trying. I'm not a reviewer or critic. I just get my thoughts, and they just pour out. This is unscripted. It's just me talking, having a normal conversation. So I appreciate any of you who stuck around this 10, 11-minute mark. But thanks for watching this review of Game of Thrones Season 8 finale, series finale, and I will see you guys in the next one. I'm going to be watching this video 10 minutes after it uploads and be like, why didn't I talk about that? I totally skipped over that. It's going to be something really big, like the freaking Clegon Ball, but you know what? No matter how many things I talk about, I'm going to forget something. So just know, somewhere in my head, I'm thinking about it, and I loved it, because I didn't really have any complaints throughout the season, except it was rushed, but maybe I should start doing scripted reviews. Yeah.